Hello pretties, welcome to this row. First off, if you like this look, I am doing a 3 looks 1 palette with my full palette that I made for my single shadows, and I hope you like it. I will be posting it, I don't know when, but it'll come up anytime soon. So today I want to do my full haul update. I know I'm talking a little low, but there's a lot of people sleeping in my house right now, and I know that there might be some noise outside. There's construction going on, and yeah, we're just working what we've got. Alright, so I bought a lot. So let's just get started. There's a couple things that I don't have that are skincare that I have downstairs. I don't want to go get them, but it's the ordinary hyaluronic acid, which I've repurchased. That was a repurchase, so I know I really like it. The Holy Hydration face cream, which is a repurchase, so I know I like it. Also the hydrating night cream from the elf, which again repurchase, so I know I like it. Those are easy. Now I got the ordinary vitamin C, and this one is one where I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but I think it was just the acid was causing my skin to it wasn't reacting to it, but there was like a slight tingle that I wasn't a fan of. With time and as I got more use out of it, it's starting to go away. I think my face just wasn't used to wearing something that strong, or I don't know what it was, but I'm actually really enjoying it now that I don't feel that tingle as strongly as I did before. It did help that I would water it down a little bit. Now I don't need to water it down nearly as much as I used to. I still can just apply it bare face, but it's improvement and I'm seeing some really good results from it, so I'm really liking it. I also bought a Moroccan oil. What is it? I can't think of it. I can't think about it now, but that one changed the game for me. I put that on my skin at nighttime, and then I seal it with my night cream from elf, and that is so hydrating. My face actually stays oily a little bit for quite a long time. By the time I wake up though, it's almost completely gone. I do think that if you had normal skin or oily skin, that would be the worst case scenario for you, but somebody that has as bad of a dry skin as I do, that is the only thing that I've noticed that actually stays hydrated on my skin for multiple hours. Sometimes when I wake up, I still feel the residue a little bit on my face still, which never ever happens for me. So that was a game changer. Yes, I will keep using that. All right, so let's go to the makeup. So as you guys know, I won a makeup giveaway from Alejandra Lisette, one of my favorite YouTubers. So I do have a little bit of that. So I want to, before I start with that, I do want to start with the repurchases, makeup repurchases that I did, which is these two from Colourpop. I really like them. I'm probably going to keep repurchasing them. I will say that this spray is going a lot faster than it used to, because it took me like 10 months to go through it the first time, and I sprayed the heck out of it. But for whatever reason, it's going by a lot quicker this time. And then this, I was on and off using it last time. I am being more consistent with it this time. So it's going at a pretty steady pace. Regardless, they're not too bad. I really like them. I probably would repurchase them. All right, so let's go to the giveaway stuff. I have this foundation right here. It's almost completely gone. I actually need to figure out a way to take out the top, but I'm struggling. I was trying to do it this morning. I'm like, whatever, I'll just use something else for today. But because the pump is just not doing it, and it's almost completely gone. I put this in my partner's in cream. This was my last update. It's almost gone. When I look at it, it's almost empty. It's just the tiniest little bit at the bottom. I really am liking it. It's more like a tinted moisturizer, which I wasn't expecting that. Let's see. I have this one as well that's almost gone. Is the No Problem primer. It's almost completely gone. I'm really scraping and I'm pushing it down, and I'm putting it at the sides. I don't want to cut it until I absolutely cannot get anything out of it, but I think I would consider cutting it. This for sure is going to be gone pretty soon as well. This lip liner is actually really different from the other red lip liner that I have. It's a completely different undertone, and I'm really enjoying it. This one's definitely more dark. The other one's a little bit brighter, and I like it because this is actually the kind of shade that I go for more often than not. But it's not red. It's almost like a really dark pink. I do want to say that. All right. The crab, I'm gonna be honest, I've only used it once. So I'm not 100% sure how to use loose pigments like this, so I don't know I don't know what I'm doing, but I like it. I think it's really pretty. This was the standout for me. This was so nice. This just glides on. I've been actually able to put it on the top like my, I don't know how to say it, but on top of my lash line, like right here, my top lash line, I don't know what to say, but I've been using it on the top and it actually like glides on so smooth. This was a game changer. I was not expecting it. I don't know that I would repurchase it. I do have 2 other liners that I like, but I really like it. I wasn't expecting that. I've heard a lot of good things about it and how creamy they are, but I was not expecting that. All right, I do have this Ulta Lip. I've only used it like once. I do think it's very pretty and it actually goes really well with my lips. I think it's almost like the same shade as my lip color, so I do like it. This one right here, Nude Mood. This was actually not that bad. I've worn it a couple times. It was actually really comfortable, which I was not expecting that. And it's very warm nude. I really like it. This was nice. It wasn't too light on my skin tone because I had a lot of really light ones with my undertone that just don't work well, but this was pretty good. I like it. Last thing from that giveaway that I kept is the Venus palette. Just the one right here. I will say, haven't worn it too many times. I do like the shades that I do have here. I do think this palette is extremely bulky and unnecessarily so. But other than that, I am actually really enjoying it and I like the formulas. I haven't used it too many times. I'm gonna pull this one into my eyeshadow obsessions project pan whenever I can roll something in. I'm gonna pull this one in the 24G because out of all of my palettes, these are the 2 that interest me the least. And it's nothing wrong with this palette, it's just I have so many other palettes I really love and I'm considering decluttering like one or the other. But it's like, or should I just like live with the fact that I'm gonna have 21 palettes? I went over my 20 palette limit by 1. I'm like, should I just live with it and be okay with it because I'm really enjoying them and I don't know. I definitely need to get my use out of it, so I'm definitely gonna put it into the project pan. All right, so let's go to the things that I actually bought with my own money. And so I do have these 2 mascaras. They're having a buy one get one half off, I think, or something like that from Essence. So I bought 2 mascaras, not realizing that my birthday month was coming right up. So you're gonna see this in my winter, I don't know what it's called, my winter words. You're gonna see this in my winter haul. Oh my goodness, the struggle was so real. Anyway, I ended up getting 2 mascaras for my birthday gifts from Sephora and Ulta. So now I have 4 mascaras. So I essentially have enough mascaras to last me all of next year. I was not planning that. It just kind of happened. I didn't think about it at the time when I bought them. I just thought, ooh, good deal. And that was that. It is what it is. We'll see how it goes. All right. I did decide to buy 2 things from Rare Beauty that came out, last quarter. And so I bought the, it looks like gloss, but it's not a gloss. It's the blush Joy. And I really like it. I've used it a couple times and I think it's really long lasting. It starts out really strong. And I think once you first gotta blend it out with your finger. Then I tap the edges with the sponge and I think it still looks pretty strongly. But once I set my concealer and I use the excess powder to like dust it all over the face, it settles down significantly and I'm really enjoying it. I will say though, you do not need a lot. Just put 1 drop on each cheek and that's it. Just blend. And I'm really liking it. I was even considering buying a mini of the Bliss, I think it was, because it was a really nice mini set that is coming out for the holiday season. I'm still thinking about it because I'm really liking it. It's just, this is not an everyday shade, it's very peachy and orange. I also bought this right here from Rare Beauty. I've actually used it a couple times. You can see there's a little bit of a dent right there. I will say this is so creamy, it goes right away. It's not very long lasting, but it does leave like a little tint on your lips, so really nice. I'm really liking that one. I don't know that I'll repurchase it though because it's very similar to the Colourpop Just a Tint and those are significantly cheaper. Alright, something along those same lines, I did buy some stuff from the Wow Nothing collection, which I bought the lip oil because it was a new formula from Colourpop. I really like it. It's really smooth. I will say though, this is not going to stay on lips for too long. It will not leave a tint. There is a constant reapplying involved, but I do like it. It's very hydrating, really nice soft on lips. Whenever my lips are feeling like dry, just pop it in and it gets the job done, along those lines, I did end up buying the Wow Nothing palette. I will be honest, I haven't gotten as much use out of it as I want to. I did make a video with it. The color story is straight up right up my alley. I love this color story, so I'm really enjoying that. I know that nothing in here is too dark except for this one shade, but this is the only shade I feel you need. So overall, really liking it. Give me a second. All right, sorry. I had dropped the little thing and it was stuck on my feet, so I was like, I'm just gonna go get it. I will say though, this is another palette that I want to get more use out of. This is kind of what the issue that I'm having this year. I bought way too many palettes this year, way too many, and I'm not getting enough use out of them the way I would want to. So yeah, that's why next year I did decide to not do a Panda eyeshadows the way I was hoping to, and instead I'm just gonna do more rotating, like palette of the week kind of thing and things like that. I just gotta get more use out of my palettes. So yeah, loving that. Loving that. All right, 2 foundations. That's right, not 1 but 2. I will say though, overall I've gained 3 foundations, but I'm almost done with this one. I did finish my stick foundation, so now I'm down to, these are my only 2 foundations, and then I also have this tint. So essentially I'm down to 3. So overall I'm not too worried about it. I did, like I said, finish 1 foundation. I'm about to finish another one, so I'm good. Now, do you see the difference in tones here? And I was debating getting a different shade because I have gotten this is the Anastasia one, by the way, my bad. So I got the Anastasia Luminous foundation when the 21 Days of Beauty happened at Ulta, and I was debating getting a different shade because the description of the 315N sounded really good. It was like a neutral with an olive undertone. I'm like, that's me. But then I decided to go with 335W because back when this first released, I had gotten, sorry about that guys, back when this foundation first released, I had gotten a sample from Sephora and it was in 335, and I went in store and I swatched literally every like medium tone shade you can think of. This was back before Corona, and so I was like swatching and undertones, and I had the girls help me, and it was a whole thing. And 335 was my best shade. I was also significantly darker at that time. Significantly, because I was, give me a sec guys. Okay, I actually don't know that number, so I just hung up. I was like, I don't know who this 409 is. I don't know that number. So anyway, that was a really good shade match for me at that time. But at the time, like I said, I was darker. I was playing football regularly, so I was outside a lot. And I guess I didn't take that into consideration. So this is slightly darker for me, but it's actually not that bad. I can definitely make it blend into my skin tone. I just gotta put my phone on vibrate. Give me a sec, guys. I'm so sorry. All right, sorry about that. But yes, this was I can make it work. It is definitely a little lighter for me. On a different note, I also got the Colourpop Medium foundation, the Pretty Fresh one in Medium 85. And I want to tell you guys, this has become such a good foundation. I'm loving the hell out of it. I will say though, I'm wearing it right now, and you can see there's a slight difference in undertone. The shade actually doesn't look half bad. Like, it matches into my skin really. It doesn't match my skin. It's a good shade, but it's the wrong undertone. So this looks kind of rosy, which I don't have a rosy undertone. I have a more golden olive undertone. So I love the formula of this foundation, but it's definitely the wrong undertone. I think I would like to finish this and repurchase it in the 80W, which I'm scared would be too yellow tone and not necessarily olive or more golden. So that's something that makes me nervous. But this neutral is not neutral. This is like straight up rosy pink. But the foundation formula is beautiful. Beautiful, long-lasting, super lightweight. It's definitely higher coverage than I would normally go for, but it's not cakey whatsoever, and you can still see a little bit of my skin through, and I'm loving it. This one for sure is sticking around. I just need to find the right shade, which I think I'm gonna try 80W. I've thought about mixing these two together, but I haven't done it because I'm a scary cat. Alright, I bought this lip gloss from the Lip Bar, and I'm actually really liking it. I've finished a lip gloss earlier this year in my Graveyard Project pan, and it was the Elisa Ashley collab with e.l.f. And I love that lip gloss, and this is almost an exact dupe for it, and so I'm really liking it. The formula is really nice. It's opaque but yet very glossy still. I know a lot of people don't like that kind of thing. That construction's killing me. There's only one more thing after this, so let's just finish it quickly, which is the Pure X Raw Beauty Christie. Love it. That's all I can say. I love it. Again, and I'm so disappointed. Jesus Christ. I'm so disappointed what I'm about to say, which is I haven't used it enough. So this is the neutral side. Beautiful palette. I mean, beautiful. And also the colorful side right here. I will say I did end up buying her collab with Colourpop, and I was looking at it, and I actually don't think there's too many similarities except for maybe this one shade and maybe the yellow between the two palettes. However, I looked online and I saw that it's actually really similar to the So Jaded palette, and I was like, fuck, I have the So Jaded palette. So I am gonna try to compare once I get it. I do want to do like a swatch party and like compare it. So expect a swatch party video. That palette's supposed to arrive tomorrow on Saturday. So expect tomorrow to have a swatch party video and have that come up sometime very soon. Because yeah, and like I said, we're not gonna do a look with it or anything like that. I just want to swatch the hell out of it, and I want to compare it to some of the shades I already own and see how easy it would have been to dupe it. And maybe if you're still considering buying it at the restock that's coming up mid-December, and if you have any of these other shades, then maybe you can reconsider. I regardless love Christie, and I was gonna support her no matter what, but I did feel a little disappointed when I saw how close it was to So Jaded, and I found that post after I had already purchased it, so there's nothing I could have done about it. But I still want to compare it, and there's also the green shade that reminds me of this little olive right here, so I kind of want to compare it to that as well. And also the Emerald City reminds me a lot of, this single from Colourpop, which is called Conjure Up. My bad. This one right here. So I definitely want to do a swatch party with that palette. I hope you're looking forward to it. But anyway, that's my full haul. There was a lot, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My winter haul is gonna be just as crazy, and that's how we ended up at 21 palettes. It is what it is. I just gotta live with it and enjoy my palettes. I think I just need to go into like an eyeshadow no-buy, and I'm like, seriously, like, I don't want to say those words and then Larly Los Angeles drops something and I'm like, I'm gonna pick that up. But you know, I'm just gonna be super selective next year with my palettes, because this is a problem. I've bought way too many palettes this year. So alright, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.